Hi, my name is Kristen Orr, and I'm an artist and scientist. I created the Dragonfly sculpture that you see here, and more specifically, it is a sculpture of a gray Petaltail dragonfly. At 3 inches long, it is an especially big dragonfly. It's also a very ancient species. It really hasn't changed much since the dinosaurs. It is rare here now, but it is still possible that it can be spotted in certain areas in Rock Creek Park. These are shown on the map in red and are known as red maple seepage swamps. I went to visit these areas of the park, and this is what I found. These forest seeps are low-lying areas where groundwater is percolating up to the surface, making them wet and muddy all year long. When I was visiting, it was early spring, and at this time of year, it was really easy to identify the habitat based on the presence of skunk cabbage, which you can see here. The adult dragonflies are only seen during the summer from mid-June to mid-August, so I didn't have a chance to see them, but it was possible that while I was there were some nymphs or juvenile dragonflies present in the mud. Almost all dragonflies spend the nymph stage of their life in water, but the gray petaltail is unique in that it lives burrowed in mud. They can exist in the nymph stage for up to 5 years, which is a really long time for a dragonfly. And during this time, they're eating mosquito larvae and growing bigger and bigger until they are ready to emerge from the mud on a summer day and molt into their adult form. Once in their adult form, they will only live for about a few weeks. So during that time, they're hunting, mating, and the females are laying eggs in the mud that will become the next generation of nymphs. Visiting these tiny pockets of habitat made me realize how precious and fragile they were. So if you want to help the gray petaltail, you can look into ways to decrease stormwater runoff on your property and to keep harmful substances from getting into the watershed, like pesticides, fertilizer, soap, car fluids, and pet waste. If we conserve their habitat and protect water quality, we will hopefully be able to appreciate the gray petaltail dragonfly for many years to come. Now I will briefly share with you how I made the sculpture. It started with a concept sketch, then I made a paper model, and then I drew the final design in Adobe Illustrator. I decided to use sheet aluminum for the body and plexiglass in a neon green color for the wing details. I chose this color to reference the iridescence of dragonfly wings when they catch the light. I then sent cut files to a sheet metal fabricator, and they laser cut my design out of sheet aluminum. I also specified the angle of the wing bends, and not long after, I picked up the aluminum body. I sent the cut files for the wing details to another fabricator who cut my designs out of the neon plexiglass. Once I had all of the components, I removed the adhesive backing on the plexiglass, then sorted the pieces to determine which went where. Then I drilled out holes in the aluminum and used hardware to attach the plexiglass wing details to the aluminum wings. And it was finished and ready to be installed. I really enjoyed learning about the gray petaltail dragonfly and creating the sculpture. As someone who's passionate about art and science, I really love using public art to share cool information about the natural world. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed learning about the sculpture and about the amazing gray petaltail dragonfly.